Hello everyone, and before I get started into today's video, I'm just going to say my content has been lacking recently, and that's because I got bored of it, quite frankly, but I found a new style of content on the Dalek mod server. Now, I'll tell you how it all began in a minute, but Shroomcraft Season 2 is still being planned, but hopefully it will go ahead. And for now, let's jump into this utter mess. So, it all started about 2 weeks ago, and I joined the Dalek mod server. I was greeted with spawn, read the rules, and then went ahead on my journey. I saw these two balloons, sort of understood what to do, and I decided to jump through the green one, which was the worst of the two, but it's fine. I was then greeted by this, dug around for a bit, got a few bits and pieces, and then went through the purple balloon because nobody was in the green balloon. So I thought, let's see what happens here. And I was greeted with this. Ah yes, look, people. Yeah. 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 And obviously I jumped down. That was close. And I just got started on my journey. Now, I needed to become powerful on this server. So the first plan was to, get armour, get tools. But I needed diamonds. And I needed a shop. So I started up the shop, and the shop was called Pixelcraft 10's Shockingly Cheap Prices. Yeah, it's quite cheap. And as you can see here, these are the prices currently. It never used to look like this. It was much smaller, and the barrels were out, which was a very fatal error of mine. But there was another shop, James the Train's shop, and he was ever so slightly more expensive than mine. And well, you can't have these two cheap shops against each other, can you? No, you can. So, essentially, there were a few things where we tried to sort of beat each other. James tried to buy all of my silicon, and it came down to this. somebody's just been banned. Nice, nice, cool. Right, back to the story. During setting up my new shop, my first customer was Mr. Ribberer. I think I've got that right. I just hope I have. And, well, as you can see, if we jump back into the shop, the first customer sign is here. Then I began to get some more customers, began to rack up the diamonds, and it all just kept on going well. Until a few days later. But before we get to that and the shop incident, I'd like to say that after purchasing a few items from James, I managed to make a TARDIS. Now, my TARDIS is currently far away at the end portal, but I'm completely changing it now. At the time, I wasn't doing that, and then we move on to the theft of a lodestone. I'd raided a bastion, got some netherite, and this is what happened. A lodestone was stolen from my shop. Then that same person had stolen some diamonds from another shop. 81 to be precise. We don't know who that person is, but hopefully one day we'll find out. Now, due to this, I had to change the way I worked my shop. And now people can only purchase when me or Mr. Ribberer, but oh my god. Now people can only purchase when me or Mr. Ribberer are online. Which is sad, but sometimes you have to do what you got to do. Now, I set up my wood shop just a tiny bit before that, and have had to do the same thing. All of these barrels are privated, so only I can access them. Currently we've got a bit of warped crimson and dark oak in store. And well, that was quite recent, and from there, it's all been good. But there was one point where I was going to go to war with a lot of people on the server, but that changed. I sort of got into unit, then was going to go to war with unit, but it never happened. And as well, recently, like very recently, on the server, somebody new has joined. Somebody who you know from another series. Somebody called Bluffing Jam. Yeah, he was on the server for about 5 minutes before he had to leave. But he'd join us at some point, I'm sure of it. Now we're on DMU. This is 1.16.5, by the way, just saying, you know, if you want to join you can.